Hi guys, my name is Mira. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Mira Had a Little Glam. Today we are going to be talking about the basics of applying foundation. Okay, so let's get started. I have already gone ahead and moisturized my skin. Do not ever forget to moisturize your skin. It is so important. I remember I forgot one time to moisturize my skin, and after that my skin suffered so much. After I had taken off my makeup, I could tell like I had all these like zits coming up and pimples. It was upsetting. So if you're like me, then you have a combination skin. You have a few pimples everywhere. Let's be real. We all don't have perfect skin, right? The moisturizer that I always go with is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. It's a gel. It's water-based. It's so smooth and light on your skin. It seeps in really well, and your skin feels amazing after applying it. It's really cooling, it's nice, so it's amazing for the summer. I tend to go for the heavier, a bit more oily creams when it's winter time, because my skin does tend to dry out in like certain areas. So let's get started. The first item of use is the primer. This is from Maybelline Master Prime. This is the one that blurs and minimizes your pores. So let's talk about this a little bit. With pores, a lot of people have, big pores, small pores. The people with big pores, like me, it's hard to cover them, especially when it comes to makeup. Sometimes making sure that your foundation covers your pores entirely gets difficult. So I'm going to show you and talk about it today. All right. So a couple things I love about this primer is that one, it's a drugstore primer, so it's very, very affordable. And two, it feels amazing on your skin. It gets your skin so ready, completely covers the pores, blurs your skin, helps the foundation apply so well. So I'm going to show you one of my most treasured technique of how I make sure my laugh lines don't show up as quickly when I'm wearing makeup throughout the day. So I start off with an eyeshadow primer. I'm using the Urban Decay eyeshadow potion. So I take very, very little amount and I apply this to all of my creasing areas. And once I apply it, I put on the translucent Laura Mercier powder and make sure I set it, and my pores, my crease lines are all filled in before my foundation goes on my face. It definitely prolongs the laugh lines and it's amazing. I absolutely love it. while I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my eyeshadow primer on the lids of my eyes. So I know a lot of people out there, if you're like me, have a very, very expressive face when you're talking to people in general, being social, you know, being out and about. I talk a lot with my entire face, so I tend to get crease lines everywhere, especially on my forehead, because I'm always, oh my god, no way, really? So yeah, I went ahead and applied the eyeshadow primer in all of my crease lines that I needed to. Now I'm gonna go in with some Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm gonna blend it in. I don't want to take too much product because if you take too much product, all of the areas that you have applied the Laura Mercier translucent powder on is going to become flaky when you put on your foundation, and that will just show up as extremely dry skin and like you're peeling. It just doesn't look good. Okay, now that that's done, I am going to go ahead and color correct my skin. I have, you know, darker areas here and here and here. So if you're like me, or a darker skin tone, then you want to use a redder concealer or This is the one by Conceal LA Girl. Sorry, this is the one by LA Girl Pro Conceal HD definition in orange. Now, if you have a lighter skin tone, then you want to go in with more of a peachier, lighter color corrector, and you want to make sure you don't apply too much, or else you are going to get an orange fake tan gone wrong look. And you don't want that unless you want to, of course, pat on that foundation, but then that's going to give you a cakier look. Anyway, you get my point. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. And to apply this, I'm going to use a damp beauty blender. I always make sure I dampen my beauty blenders. It just helps blend in all of the products so well. It makes sure you don't have to use too much product since it doesn't suck up too much of it. But one of my favorite hacks is to make sure your beauty blender is damp when you start doing your makeup. Finally, it's time to go in for the foundation. I'm using Born This Way. Alright, I'm going to start going in with my foundation. Oops. So this is NYX Professional Makeup. This is the Total Control Foundation brush. I'm just going to go in and start applying. So I have this weird quirk of every time I use a brush, I always try to take out the excess product on a paper towel right after using it. It's weird, I know, but I feel like it helps me keep my brushes a little bit cleaner and to use them longer before I actually go in and clean them. Anyway, so let me get back to talking about foundation. I love the coverage that I have right now. Now, if you want to continue and build up on it, we want to make sure that you take a smaller amount. Try to blend it out a lot more, buff it, continue to blend. Yes, it takes a bit of a longer time, but it's so worth it to get a finished look at the end. Alrighty guys, so here's my foundation. I'm going to go ahead and conceal. I do like to go a few shades lighter on my concealer only because I use it also as a highlighter, and I use it also because I enjoy having, a brighter look under my eyes. That's just personal preference. So I'm going to go in with my NYX HD Studio Photogenic in the color Golden. Golden is definitely a lot lighter shade than my actual skin tone. Back to my beauty blender. My foundation is done, my concealer is done. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face for at least the time being. before I finish the rest of my makeup. I don't want any crease lines under my eyes. That's like the main area that my foundation and concealer always creases. So continue using my translucent powder, which is by Laura Mercier.
Oh wait, it's recording.
Okay guys, so that's how I do with my foundation. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys learned something. Maybe, yes, no? If you did, let me know. Leave me a comment below of what you think. Definitely give your girls a thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram on Vera Had a Little Glam. Thanks guys.